Hi everyone, welcome to Gamersledge. I am one of the players in tonight's session's Mark, and I'll turn it over to John, our DM.
Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome back this week. We are in the city. Our heroes are looking for a lost girl. Will they find her? What's going on? And before we go further, let's say hello to everybody. Let's say hello to Daniel.
Hey, how's it going, people?
Let's say hello to Chris.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back.
And so when we left off, Zteach and Sveta had just gone up into the 15th floor, if I remember, of a hab block in search of the girl, and Shinkansen and Arthur were keeping an eye on the Ripper Doc in the bar, the Purple Demon.
That's right, in case the gang members attacked.
Right. Zteach and Shinkansen were followed for a ways, but some magic by Zteach, and maybe they lost their trail. They haven't seen him. We'll see what happens. And half the gang members, the voiceless, are still in the bar with the Ripper Doc, Shinkansen, and Arthur. So, having said that, what do you guys have?
Baklava.
A big mouthful of food.
Yes,
I don't remember where Zteach and I left off. Are we in the building? Oh, yes, because we took the elevator up.
Yeah, you got to the apartments. You were just to the apartment section.
Okay.
And we're about to start looking.
Yes.
So, yeah, I believe we got to her floor, and that's where we left it.
That's correct.
So let's look for her apartment.
Let me check real quick. And he'll pull up the phone hologram thing and flip through to the data that was sent to him by Bullet Train to get the apartment number.
All right, I need to pull something up here real quick. There we go.
The number is 867-5309.
That's funny. The number is 503. Or wait. 1503.
I'll pass that information to Sveta so we can start checking doors for 1503. Does that mean that we are on the 15th floor?
You are, if I recall right. I can't remember if it was the 5th or the 15th.
I'm checking right now. Hold on one second. 5th floor.
Oh, okay, then it's 503.
And I'll pass that information.
Coats of man for the rescue.
I don't know if this is going to be an elaborate process, but I just start walking the halls looking for 503, or do the numbers descend in one direction and ascend in the other?
So the hall goes to the left and to the right, and there's no signs. There's a door ahead of you, but it's
How does this hallway look?
It's
Is it clean? Is it dirty? Is it loud? Is it quiet? Is it wet?
So yeah, thank you. It's a concrete floor. It's not clean. I mean, it's not absolutely, it's not broken down or anything, but nobody's in here cleaning this place. You can see that there's some paint on the wall, but places where it's rubbed off, places where it's chipped. The wall and the floor, the whole place in here just kind of looks like concrete. And there's a steel door painted dark gray straight ahead of you.
And that's the only door?
When you come out of the elevator, the hallway goes to the left, the hallway goes to the right, and ahead of you is a steel door. And you're standing in an elevator.
Are there doors down the hallway?
You're standing in an elevator.
Okay. So
if you look left and right, you see the left and right of the elevator.
Okay, so we get off the elevator.
Yes.
There we go.
Through the door, I guess.
And it can get kind of broken.
So
everyone else
yes, you get off the elevator, you look down the hallway left and right, and you just see rows and rows of doors.
But I had like unlocked.
Are there any numbers on them?
Not that you can see where you are. You can see a door ahead of you without a number.
If you find the right mouse.
I knock on it.
No answer.
Oh, is there a door handle or is it some kind of high tech?
Nope, door handle.
I look down the hallway and see if all the doors look like this door.
There's some variants. The different doors, some of them are different colors. Some of them have stuff painted or decals, not decals, but stickers. Various ways that various doors are decorated. Maybe you see numbers down the hallway. It's not very brightly lit. But the door ahead of you seems just plain gray.
Yeah, I don't want to open the door into someone's apartment. If they're not answering, they're not answering. I'm going to turn right and start walking.
Okay, so you turn right, and the first door you come to is on your left, and it is door 500.
Are you behind me, Sveta? Okay.
Yes.
ZT will keep walking, and now
the next door you come to is on your right, and it's 502.
Yep. So he's gonna keep going.
The next door on your left is 504.
I'm there.
You keep going. The next door on your right is 506.
Stop. So it's only even numbers here
so
on
far,
this side.
So far, that's what you found.
So he
other side, like across the hall from where this room is, are there odd numbers?
The first door on his left was 500. The first door on his
so we're going
right
back.
was 502.
We're going back and checking the left path.
The first door you come across is on your right, and it's 501.
Okay.
The door past that, the first door on your left, is 503.
That is a weird numbering system.
It's actually fairly common across the world.
Really?
Yeah, it is. It's weird.
Yeah. I've seen them too. It's really weird.
Huh.
Every time I see it, I go, that's a dumb way to number your building, but okay.
Yeah, the motels and hotels and stuff I've stayed in were not like that. That's interesting.
Well, the place I lived in Dublin was like that.
Huh. You picked a weird, crappy building.
Trust me, I know.
It's fairly common. I've seen it a lot in Europe.
Kidding. Yeah, I get you.
So you see 503. The three's hanging upside down. There is a giant kind of cat girl decal with some lettering you don't recognize across the bottom of it. The decal is white, green, and pink, and kind of a headshot of a cat girl who looks really happy with writing underneath it.
Is this
And
on the door itself?
yes, stuck on the door. Yes.
As a decoration, or do I think that this might be like where she works or some kind of personal annotation?
I have no idea. It's a decal about this big and
Okay.
stuck on the door, not kind of right of center and not level.
I will phone.
But if your HUD appears,
Do you have the capability to take pictures?
all of a sudden you see like a camera reticle appear.
He'll take a picture of the door and send it to Bullet Train, and
Okay.
he'll say, "I'm afraid that this might be some kind of warning or gang sign for the people that took her. Some kind of happy cat group? I'm not sure."
So the writing is Japanese and it says Panther Girls.
So the writing is Japanese and it says Panther Girls.
And
And-
underneath that, it says live nightly on Thursdays.
Live nightly on Thursdays. I think this is for a band.
Oh, okay, well, that's good.
What day is
Since-
today?
Since she is a band
Today's
member,
Tuesday.
can you check if that is her band?
I will pull up. Oh my god, I just had Gameception. Do I have an agent? What's going on? Which game is this?
You got your Cyberpunk in with your
I
peanut
know,
butter.
I know. It mixed with my peanut butter, and I'm having Rift problems. Wait, no, I'm like legitimately. We have the phone thing. Okay,
phone.
I'm gonna pull that up and see if it has web capability.
No.
Okay, does it have? But it has like map capability.
Yes.
Is there a internet cafe? Wait, I guess I could look in the club. Are there any net terminals in the club?
No, not this one.
Okay, is there on the little map thingy? Is there a net terminal? I mean, not like a net cafe or something nearby.
Yes.
Okay, then I will tell Arthur.
It was
Stay here.
a little.
I will be
It
back
was different than what I'm
in just a
used
few
to,
minutes.
but
I need
for
to.
recon and stuff, it was
I need to do some reconnaissance,
Okay.
and I will go out.
By the way, Mark,
yes.
I just want to give you an alibi. I should have had this last game. Sorry.
Okay.
There's the bodyguard. There's Brack's bodyguard.
Oh, let me switch the map view so that I can see it. Oh, nice. Nice. Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna walk back to Brax,
Okay.
and I'm going to.
I'm hoping I'm in a really.
I'm
good
going
area.
to. I mean, I assume there's not someone
One of
there
those
with
ones
him
where
or
it's
the
surrounded
doc
by water,
currently.
so
That's true.
Um,
Oh, I love it.
and what day was today?
Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. Okay. I will ask Brax. Do you know if the doctor knows if what was it, the Pussycat Girls?
The Panther Girls.
Panther Girls. I substituted a real dumb name for a made up name. Yay!
Is it a Hello Kitty?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a cat girl.
Okay.
It's just a pink anime girl with cat ears.
Do you know if?
The Panther girls?
Yes.
What about them?
Do you know if? That is the wrong window. Save. Close. Give me my notes. Do you know if? Give me one
Have you
second.
been to see him? I've seen him a couple times.
Do you know if Satine ever sings with them or by chance is friends with the band?
No. No, I don't think so. Satine is a solo act.
Apparently there is a Panther Girls sticker on the outside of her door at her address.
Maybe she's a fan.
That's what I'm thinking. Thank you. And I bow again and go back to my seat.
He kind of like nods his head like he's thinking about bowing and then like awkwardly stops because he's embarrassed and is really confused by the whole bowing thing.
I like him.
I check and see what's
All right, so I'll go back and I will call ZT back and I will say, according to Vrock, she may be a fan, but she sings neo cyber opera, not pop. But
That's the bodyguard's name.
I only know like 3 of those words that you just said.
different types of music.
So as I'm looking up and down the door, all of the doors that I've seen so far, are any of them decorated like this one?
No.
So this one has a gigantic sticker.
Yeah, they all have stickers, or
Okay.
they all have paint, or they all have something. None of them seem to have this.
So they're all personalized. Okay.
Yes,
So it's not uncommon that this one would have a large sticker on it.
it is not.
Okay. I'll nod to Sveta to knock.
Is there any sign of like broken entry?
No.
Okay. I'll knock with authority.
Little pig, let me in.
You don't hear anything.
I'll reach down and rattle the door. Is it locked?
It is. Across the hallway, you've heard loud music, and across the hallway, and down next to the room with the loud music is like an argument or something, or a TV too loud. On your side of the hallway, the next apartment down, you hear children crying. And when you knock, the door of the children crying apartment opens up, and a rotund woman who's disheveled sticks her head out the door and looks at you guys for a minute and then says, "Why are you making all that racket? I've got kids trying to sleep." And then she slams the door.
I think you should go knock on her door, Sveta. ZT just going to say, wait here. And he's going to close his eyes and concentrate and teleport into the apartment.
Oh, I forgot that was a thing you could do.
To a place you've not seen?
Yeah, so there's a penalty. It's a -2 penalty.
I see, okay. So we need a 6. I reckon that'll do.
I reckon.
Here, I was just gonna strong arm the door handle and just break it open and be like, "Huh, it's open."
Sorry. Next time I'll let you be the brunt. I wanted to save your
Yours
your
worse.
strength.
I forgot you could do that, so I was like, "How are we gonna get in?"
And then you're talking to yourself.
And now I'm out here by myself, talking to myself. And then I'll see if I can't jimmy the door open from the other side. Or push a panel
you
or something.
Just unlock it.
you unlock it and it opens easy.
Okay.
And you take the sliding door lock off, also security lock. And there's Sveta standing there.
Quick, come inside before we
It's a nice trick.
wake more children.
And I walk in, closing.
Do you shut the
behind
door?
me. Yeah.
Right as the door shuts, you hear ding.
Yeah. Can I close and relock the door?
You can. Right as you shut the door, you hear an elevator ding.
That, I think that started with
Do you think that was them?
But the door is
the
locked.
expansion pack that has natural disasters and stuff. Yeah,
It could be. We didn't get a chance to see them.
Diplomatic.
Well, let's try to be quick.
So the room you're
Where
in,
you win in the
um,
or you usually certain civilizations skip them for having
That's true. Does it have a peephole?
kind of a city state.
um,
But you get up to like 10
no, it does not.
You get the best one for that is Canada.
Okay, so we will start looking through the apartment and see if we can find any clues.
You're gonna stand with your back pressed against the door. Okay? And you're
Okay.
gonna hold out your left hand, and it's gonna rest on a wall. And that wall is gonna go straight ahead of you to what looks like curtains. Okay?
Okay.
So you're looking across the room at curtains. Right? You got that?
Yes.
We've got 3 sides of a square so far.
Right.
Okay. So the curtains go to another wall that comes comes halfway to you, and there's a doorway.
Okay.
A door. Okay? And then if we go straight past the door, so we can complete the square, there's a small counter, and behind the counter, which is to your right, there is a tiny little kitchen area.
Okay.
Okay? Between you and the curtains, there's a small table and some beanbag. There's like a beanbag couch-ish thing, like maybe 2 or 3 people could sit on. And then on the left side of that round table, there are 2 individual beanbags.
Okay.
The table is made out of looks like a cheap metal kind of thing. On it are various things. There's things on the table if you want to walk up and take a look. The curtains are closed.
Are the
door
lights
to the
on?
right is closed. Say again?
Are the lights on?
They are not.
Okay.
Halfway between like the flat wall to the curtains, are there 2 red circles painted?
That's
Nice.
funny. That's funny. No, there aren't. Although I love the reference. Seeing as how that is like
I am a meat popsicle. How large is the room? This room.
It is the straight wall that your left hand is touching is 10 feet long. The window area is about 8 foot, so it's a 10 by 8 foot area.
All right. I will try to switch on the light.
Okay. To with your back to the door, on the right side of the door, there is a panel. You don't have to stand there with your back to the door. I'm just giving you directions.
Yeah. So
Um,
I'll turn on the light, or I'll press the panel. And
okay,
see what
you press
happens.
the panel, and there's buttons all over it. Buttons and squares and all kinds of stuff.
Are any of them labeled?
No, but there is something that looks like a slider. It's a like a smartphone touchscreen next to the door, but there is a slider on there.
Yeah, that's what he'll manipulate.
You slide the slider up, and and the room gets, the lights come on. You also see something there that has the same GUI kind of interface that when you ask for the camera.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to.
Like the smartphone's interface.
Yeah, when he asked for the camera on his smartphone, the symbol for the camera is also on that smartphone.
I'm gonna press that and see if it's a peephole or if it's a mirror.
So if your back is against the door, on the left of the wall, there's a little mirror there, and when you press that camera thing, that mirror is the picture of what's outside the door.
Okay. Well, now we have that. And you said the slider turn the lights on?
Yeah.
Or activate. Okay.
Yeah, from dim, brighter, brightest.
So I'm going to check the window and look out the window and see if there's a ledge there, or if it's open to the city, or
Fire
no,
escape.
no balcony, no ledge. The window starts at about the 3.5 foot point and goes up for about 5 feet. The ceiling is a typical 10-foot ceiling. So the height of the window is, it comes down from the ceiling 2 feet and up from the floor 3.5 feet. So you've got, that little middle section of window, and it's just window all the way across. You can see that it's raining at this point, and you can just see the city.
Sveta is thinking preventative, like, in case those people on the elevator were the guys, what is the heaviest thing in the room to barricade the door with?
That cheap metal table that weighs,
her
well,
body.
the heaviest thing would be that beanbag couch thing. Well,
Okay.
or you.
you're the.
I didn't know if there was like a refrigerator or something.
No, probably not one that you can slide out easy.
Everything's built into the kitchen.
Z-Teach is gonna check the other door, which he assumes is a bedroom or bathroom.
Okay, you open it up. There is a bedroom in there. You see like a mattress on the floor. Blankets. And there's shelf. When you open the door, the wall that separates the bedroom from the living room has a shelf on it, and you see clothes and makeup and toiletries and whatnot. And to the right, which would be in line with the kitchen, you see a restroom.
Is it open?
It is.
Please no bathtub, please no bathtub, please no bathtub, please no bathtub, please no bathtub. And he'll move into the bathroom.
Small sink, small toilet, and just enough room to stand in is the shower.
And I still see no people, right?
No people.
Okay, thank goodness. Walking through as I have I seen anything to lead me to believe that she would have been taken against her will, or anything?
You don't see. No, everything seems to be kind of orderly, whatever.
That doesn't really help, but at least she's not dead here.
Yeah.
Like
I said, the only thing, there's clothes on and toiletries on that shelf. There's a random bunch of stuff on the table in the living room.
But nothing that really points to a successful singer, though, right? There's no posters on the wall, or
Yeah, there's posters on the wall, different bands, and there's like a poster in the shape of a guitar, and it's talks about Music Fest. So yeah, there's all kinds of. I mean, it kind of looks like you're in a college girl's dorm room.
So the problem we're gonna have is, I don't think Sveta or Zteach has been in an apartment like this, so we're not sure what we should be looking for. So I will call Shinkansen to ask for pointers, other than like Zteach looking at the desks and seeing if there's something, notes that were written or information that happens to be laying out. So maybe a notice roll.
Yeah, you can.
No, it's all good.
Are you in the bedroom or in the living room?
I'm in the bedroom right now.
When I had the darn
So in the bedroom, you see there are two rugs, one in front of the bed and one between the bed and the bathroom. There are. What'd you roll? Success.
A 6, yeah.
There's girls' clothing on the shelf. Various toiletries. There are two pillows on the bed. The bed was not made. The curtains here are open. You can see the city. Door to the bathroom is open.
And same as before, there are no exterior. These windows probably don't even open, right?
I also like playing them because I get to be a wizard for it.
Like, does this window have a fire escape, or?
It does not.
Okay, he will, seeing nothing like this, he'll start going through. Did you see there was a table in this room?
In the living room.
In the living room. So Zteach will go through her clothes a little bit, like around the toiletries and stuff, just to see if there was anything shoved in there. Appointment book or love notes. I don't know.
How long has she been missing? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
I'll go to the fridge or wherever the food is kept.
Okay.
And is there anything that's...
She's been gone 2 weeks, so I should be able to eat all this food.
I mean, is there anything that's spoiled, like it's been sitting there for 2 weeks?
Yeah, there's spoiled stuff in there. It looks like it's been there longer than 2 weeks. And there's stuff that looks like it was put in there 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
But nothing more recent?
Oh, no, you
No.
So that helps clarify that.
Level 99 there, Mark. Apparently, she wasn't good about cleaning her refrigerator. Yes, there's a table in the living room.
Does Shinkansen have any additional ideas?
Yeah, I'm drawing blanks.
You're on the phone with me, Mike.
Oh. Are there any shelves in the table or shelf units? Perhaps there might be a safe. I would
No,
start.
it's a cheap table. There's 4 legs and a flat part.
No, I meant separately. I mean, search the table, but then also see if there's a safe or perhaps another set of shelves somewhere. If nothing's on the table.
There is stuff on the table.
What's on the table? What's on the table?
On the table, you walk over, you look at the table. There is
Oh, I'm sorry. I was not doing my job properly. You should search the table.
I don't know what that is.
I'm in the
Doing
club.
background music for the
Oh,
club.
the background music. Okay, I was trying to get the connection to there. There are takeout boxes on the table. There are
Like
there's a
moldy
metal.
takeout boxes?
Huh?
Moldy takeout boxes?
It's
2
been
week
there a couple
old?
weeks at least.
Okay.
There's a metal file that someone might use for something. There are some small vials and filters. A couple of them look like they might have paint in them. There is a matchbook on the table.
Is there an address on the MacBook?
Yes, the matchbook is for the Red Rooster Hotel.
John.
Nice.
I don't think my character would be able to answer that. Ask that question. Never mind. I got nothing to contribute here.
And it's at 40. It says 46 Kimnati Street.
And that's at least a place, but like, seems weird to show up at this inn and be like, "Do you know this person?"
It fits the genre, though.
We're also looking for a girlfriend of a stalker. So take it for what it is.
Daniel.
You know, creepy.
Yes. So, you said there were some clothing and are there any pairs of shoes in the bedroom? Jewelry or a purse? Like a wallet?
There are 12 pair of shoes, ranging from pumps to boots to flats to sneakers, and various random type of shoes. Makeup, I included that in toiletry,
Right.
and that's what you saw on the table. You saw some fingernail polish. You saw some other files and bottles of things that girls have.
Okay.
And I described it that way because I don't know if Z-Teach would know what that is.
Yeah. They still
Okay.
have stuff like that. And he essentially comes from Harry Potter world, that's all.
Okay, well, you
Not-
see
not
fingernail
really.
polish, fingernail remover. You see perfume are on that table in the center.
Okay. Were there any purses or Around
No
wallets or anything?
purses.
Okay, I think that that may be our best lead. It seems like
Yeah,
she left from here, and whatever happened, she didn't come back.
Yeah.
To here, and nobody. It looks like nobody's been here either. The part concerning part to me is that for someone who is blind, right? This
Well, she has cybernetic eyes.
Now,
I thought
she can see now.
I thought she was
Yeah.
getting cybernetic eyes.
Oh,
no,
you're right.
she,
You're correct. You're correct.
So for someone
I
who is
thought
No,
she had just gotten them.
she
and
had
that's-
just gotten them because she was supposed to come back for the 2-week checkup.
That's correct. That's
Yeah,
correct.
so she has them, so she can.
so
see.
she had them when she was here.
Yes.
Possibly.
Because I had thought she was going to get them. She showed up to get them, and nobody has heard of her since. Nobody thought of it until they said, "Hey, she was supposed to be back for her 2-week checkup," and didn't. Has anyone seen her? Is the way I thought it went down.
No,
look-
she has the eyes.
Yeah,
So her fans have seen her with the eyes.
not necessarily. She may not have had a performance,
Right.
but she did have. She did have her eyes done. He hadn't seen her in 2 weeks, and that also coincided with the fact that she was supposed to do her 2-week checkup with the Ripper Doc.
She was supposed to do her 2-week check 2 weeks ago.
No, she's now overdue for her 2-week checkup. About the
So-
same time that we got.
So she got her eyes.
Yeah.
Someone saw her, and then she disappeared
Yes.
and has been gone for 2 weeks. Is that accurate, John?
That is accurate.
Do we know who saw her before she disappeared?
Dr.
Okay.
Brock.
Yeah, Dr. Brock.
But Dr. Brock is the one who put him in, right?
Correct.
That's correct.
And have we talked to this person yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Dr.
Oh.
Brock?
Dr. Brock's the one that gave us her address
I
At the-
thought the
at the Purple Demon.
boyfriend was the one
No,
who
the
gave
boyfriend was not really her boyfriend. He
right,
didn't
he's
know
a
Jack.
stalker. Okay.
He told us that she had gone to the cybernetic doctor to get her eyes done. He didn't say that
Oh,
she had
okay.
seen her.
So the doctor we talked to, Dr. Brock, is the one with the finger, with the 2 tech fingers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Correct.
Cool. Okay. Now I'm remembering.
Just a
the,
second.
the timetable
You'll
here is-
recognize him.
yeah, and that's. I just didn't want to say it. That's all.
Okay.
The
Barbarians can attack me and somehow
He's trying to protect
The-
me so I don't
the
have
timeline.
a brain meltdown again.
yeah, the timeline's the one that I'm having an issue with. But okay, so she had been blind though, right?
Yes, that is correct.
That is
Mhm.
correct.
Am I seeing things in this apartment consistent with someone who would not have had sight?
The
Does
only
that-
hard thing that you see in the apartment is that cheap table.
Okay. So if she were to
as far
bump
as
it or-
safe or whatever, you see no safe, and other than post, I mean, you could rip posters off the wall if you want, but you don't see a safe or anything like that. And other than that, you see beanbags.
It's interesting though because she has posters and she hasn't had cyber eyes for that long, and she has a refrigerator full of food, but none of it has Braille subtext, right?
You're correct.
So somebody was helping her here, and possibly somebody was living here with her.
That makes sense.
All right, I think we found everything we can. Are you wearing a hoodie, Chris?
I am. Yeah.
Okay, good. Sometimes you can't tell because everything behind you is dark. I didn't know if you just had like an aura of darkness.
That's his soul. His soul is so dark it just cloaks the room around him.
All right, I think we're good, but I think it's been enough time now. Do you think that we've been followed?
We have the camera thing that looks outside, don't we?
We'll check that.
Yeah, it's been on this whole time. It looks directly out the door as if you were looking out a peephole, and you don't see anything there.
Okay.
Picking it up on my mic, so push it up.
Well then,
Let's go.
yeah.
And
Okay.
I'll have Sveta leave before me.
Like
Okay.
Okay.
borrow
She can soak bullets better than I can.
than my usual ones.
I mean,
Well,
female wall.
I don't know about that anymore because I
Oh.
don't have my armor.
Oh, never mind. I'll go out first. I'm the tank.
Well, I mean,
forgot.
you're still an MDF creature.
That's true, but he's
And
he also
MD
has
MDF.
What did
Mission
I
Defense Force.
MDC.
yeah.
MDC.
Just like
But isn't Z Teach with his amulet of armor also an MDC?
yeah, no, he's the tank right now. This is actually accurate.
I'm the only one in the party with armor.
That's not
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's not true. I have mine.
Um.
Remember, I'm wearing
Und-
hammer pants.
Oh, that's right. And over all your clothes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The red and yellow tiger stripe hammer pants. Just saying.
Can't touch this.
All right. So Sveta, you walk out the door. You look to the right, which is the way back to the elevator,
Okay.
and down at the far, far, far end of the hallway, about 3/4 to the end of it, you see the two on the right walking away from you.
Down the
Oh.
other hallway?
Yep.
And they have their backs to us right now. So I point this out to Z Teach because I don't know if he.
Oh
wants
well,
to
hey, I'm sorry. Z Teach knows. I forgot
Oh,
who
right,
leaves
yeah.
the apartment first. Yeah, Z Teach sees this first.
Okay.
He'll put his hand back, like, to tell her to make sure, like, as an indication that she should exit quietly. Not that she doesn't do that anyway. Yeah, and he does hand motions like Mark just did, which obviously the screen didn't change to that, but essentially he goes,
And you go to the elevator.
and I think we're going to walk to the elevator, yeah.
You hit the call button. You're standing there. They're jiggling doorknobs and still walking away from you. The elevator arrives, and you hear, did you shut the door, by the way, or leave it open?
We probably shut it quietly.
Yeah.
Okay, is it locked?
Yeah. Well, we can't lock it, can we?
Well, depending on the type of lock, we could have. If it was like a push button on the door.
Yeah, you could push the button and
We couldn't slide the thing, but we could push the lock button and then
on the
leave,
handle.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't do
So, yeah.
Yes.
We'll
Okay.
relock it.
Did you take anything from the room with you?
I would.
The matchbook.
Yeah, the matchbook.
Okay. All right. So you hit the call button, and right when the doors start to open and there's a ding, those two turn around and they say, "Hey, stop!" And the doors of the elevator open.
I think we'll get on the elevator.
Mash the close button.
Close button, close, 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 close.
The doors start to close. You hear
And
steps
wind
running down the.
blast.
Huh?
And wind blast.
The doors close. The elevator starts going down.
And wind blast inside the closed doors of the elevator.
That's what I call a fart, just so you know.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So wait, are you trying to get closer to them?
I don't recommend. I recommend don't stopping.
Okay. And then we will hurry. Like, we'll call a taxi the same way we did before.
Okay.
And head back the other direction. Back towards the club.
Pull the alarm. You hear over your phone connection.
They're standing on the curb calling a taxi.
Oh, well, I would have, yeah. I was trying to tell them before they did that, before they got out of the elevator. Oh, well.
So, all right, you guys are in a taxi heading back towards the elevator.
Heading, well,
Wait, what?
You guys are in a taxi heading back towards the purple
the
demon.
taxi just rams into the building.
That's one way to shut down the elevator as well.
Hey,
I will
Cyberpunk is
admit.
bugged. We all know it.
I'd like to think it's a taxi from Total Recall.
It's the,
Happy Dan Taxi or
Cyberpunk
whatever.
is bugged.
it's-
Cyberpunk is bugged.
oh, I really want to say something right now because there's actually a mission around what you just said, and I can't do that. So yeah.
All right. So you guys are heading back to the purple demon.
Are we going to
Now, before any of that happens,
Are we going to the Purple Demon, or are we going to the address on the matchbook?
Z-Teach said go back to.
Yes, we're going back to the Purple Demon because he's the one controlling the car.
No, it was. I mean, we can change the route. I hadn't thought about going to the match. I thought we would go to.
Well,
the
that's where you said you were
matchbook
going.
with Mark.
That
Wait,
makes
wait,
sense.
time out. You guys can change your minds if you want, but the scene switched. We're with Mark.
Okay.
You are walking out of the club, and 2 shops down to the right is an internet cafe.
Oh no, I never left. I didn't have to. Remember, I asked the doc's bodyguard, and he gave me.
Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind. Okay. Well, I was going to have
our
Archer.
with them the whole
I
time.
got you. You're right. I remember. You're right. So when you go back and sit down next to Archer, though, right?
Yes, that is correct.
All right. So the guy with the metal arm.
Yeah, which one is? Oh, right, the top left one.
Yep.
Smoking man.
Yep. He walks up and sits down in a chair across from you. And the goofy guy comes up and stands behind him. And the goofy guy says to you, I think maybe it's time for you to go.
Huh, why? I am enjoying this place.
And the guy
Where-
sitting down nods his head yes.
Yes, it is enjoyable. I agree.
He just stares at you.
Do I know you?
How do you...
I'm asking the goofy one.
You don't know me. I'm voiceless.
I
We're
don't
all
under-
voiceless.
I don't understand. You're asking me questions.
You need to go. We're done with you being here.
I don't understand. Why would you be done with me being here? I not interacted with you the whole time I've been here.
We've seen enough of you. You can go now.
I'm sorry, do you own the bar?
I
don't-
own this.
I don't understand what you're saying.
We own the town.
You own the town. So what is your title?
Voiceless.
No, wouldn't that make you governor or mayor? I don't understand. Sorry, I'm not from the city. So I'm having a hard time understanding the concepts you're saying. And you're voiceless, but you're still talking to me. So you have a voice, so I don't understand.
The guy with the gold arm puts his smoking stick to his throat and seems to somehow inhale and then exhales, and the smoke comes out through his throat. And you see he has some kind of cybernetic thing, metal thing with tubes in his throat.
By the
And
way-
after he does that, he reaches across the table and drops his cigarette in your drink.
Oh, that is not very friendly. So is your name voiceless? I ask. I ask. I ask.
That's gross.
I ask the one that's talking if his name is voiceless.
Our names are voiceless.
Okay. So, but you must have a name to differentiate between. So, what do I call you voiceless 1 and voiceless 2? I'm trying to figure out a non-disrespectful way to talk to you. So, what would be the right way to address each of you individually?
Why you don't address us individually?
Well, I already am, because we're talking. And then I stand up, and I say, my name is Orest Wasalu, son of Bodan, freer of angels, baneslayer of the werewolf, companion of the Kuznaya, lived through the eyes of Andre, sworn enemy of the disciples of destiny. And now you know my name. What exactly would you like to do here? I did not come here to fight, but you seem to want to one. I'm not interested. How about you go back to your couch, I'll stay on our couch, and we'll all have a good time.
You need to leave. This is the last warning. And they get up and walk away.
I literally look at Arthur and I say, nothing makes sense. We need to leave, but they walk away. They're voiceless, but they talk to us. And I'll sit down. And those dragons are my babies. Thank you very much.
The goofy guy, when he sits down, you see him touch his ear. And you can see that it looks like he's talking.
Okay. I'm going to try to scan the room, make sure that these are the only two, since the other two left.
I mean, they seem to have a kind of defined style, don't they?
Yeah, but you never know. Like maybe they do actually work with the bouncers at the bar. I'm kind of just trying to check and see if anyone's actually in the bar that's not a patron that's talking to them.
You don't see anybody that seems to fit this aesthetic,
No.
nobody's looking at you. I'm getting there.
Okay.
Nobody's looking at you. Everybody just seems to be. The only people that are doing strange things that you wouldn't expect in a bar are you and Arthur,
Mm-hmm.
the Ripper Doc and his bodyguard, and these two.
I'm going to ask Arthur to. Does Arthur have armor? Or is he only wearing clothes?
He has a chest plate on underneath a shirt.
Okay. All right. Then I will ask him to go inform the Ripper Doc that we were told it's time for us to go, so that they may want to be prepared.
Okay, Arthur gets up. You see him speak to Verota,
Mm-hmm.
which is the bodyguard. And Verota leans over, whispers to Vrock. They walk into his back room area, and Arthur comes back to you, and he said, usually when they say that, that means they're calling the rest of their gang.
Right. Understood.
That might be a lot of people.
Understood. Did the doctor say if they were returning or leaving for the evening?
Oh, they were leaving. They're gone.
Then we will leave as well. So we will leave at that point.
Okay.
Because as long as the doctor was staying, I was bound by my word to stay and protect him. But if they have
Roger
left
that.
for the evening, then we can leave.
When you walk out of the club, are you going left or right?
What's outside the club?
You walk out the club and you see 4 blocks away or something. You see a gaggle of people that look like they're walking this direction. That's off to the left.
Yeah, we can walk the other way.
Okay.
And I will call Z-Teach and let them know that we have left the club.
We are actually on our way to pick you up right now.
Oh, that's
We
good.
think we may have found something.
That's good because I believe that entire gang of strange-looking people was heading to the club right now.
I should have warned you. They followed us and tried to, I can only assume, apprehend us.
They approached us a few minutes ago and told us that it was time for us to go. Luckily, the doctor left, so we are no longer honor-bound to stay. Did you just wave a flame in front of the... What are you doing, you weirdo?
I don't know. I'm so tired.
Is that actually like a lighter or something?
Yeah, it's a lighter.
Oh, okay.
I was using it with.
Thank God. I'm like, are you burning paper inside the house? What are you doing there?
No, I was burning
He's just
ribbons
doing
earlier.
magic tricks with flash paper.
That's what I thought it was, flash paper. That's what I thought it was.
I'm a magician.
You're something.
Here's something.
I am. Something.
So you walk about a block to the right, and about that time, a taxi pulls up right next to you guys.
Help.
And-
Chris is Zordon.
Help. Chicken. Okay, let's go. Let's get in the taxi. Suddenly you cut out, Daniel. Nope, suddenly you've all cut out. What the hell? Really? What's going on? Everyone's talking and laughing, but I can't hear anyone.
I'm assuming, which seat of the taxi do you go in there, Shinkansen? Back seat or front seat?
Probably the front seat.
All right. Arthur jumps in the back, and taxi driver kind of says to the car, "Where to?"
We tell them the address.
And what was that?
46 Kanati.
There you go.
Ulitsa.
What was that?
It's Ulitsa, which is street in Russian.
Yeah. And he drives off.
Without us? Damn him. Poor taxi service.
With you in the car. He
Oh,
drives
1
off.
star.
So you guys drive through. You drive through the city, and it's raining. By the way, just FYI, and it's you go towards. It's not quite as the buildings aren't quite as tall. It's not quite as bright and shiny. I mean, there's neon lights and stuff, but you can see it's a lower rent area of the city. And he pulls up in front of a hotel, and there's a large neon light out front that looks like the symbol on the matchbook of a giant red rooster.
Well, we'll get out.
And taxi driver says 20 credits.
Gigi should slide his cred chip over.
Okay. By the way, that's a great segue.
Right there, that guy is standing on it.
I was going to say, it's a taxi, not a Segway.
I wanted to talk about money.
Okay.
So during the last week, I did a lot of reading for various reasons, about money in Rift's Earth. And so here's what you know about money in Rift's Earth. Matter of fact, you may not know all of this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So the coalition states in North America were kind of the big first human organization to kind of take over after the apocalypse. And they started the coalition credits. That, as people in the world started connecting and finding each other, it eventually became universal credits, UC. The any place where there's a city, any place where there's the ability to have communication with other places of civilization, they all use universal credits.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of those areas, it tends to be bartering. Now, I don't want to completely retcon. So what I'm going to say is that when you've been spending credits and when you have actual, no kidding, cash credits in your pocket, that is a monetary system that Orloff created. So what you've been running around with so far is basically Orloff bucks.
Oh,
Okay.
they're not Orloff credits. We're not spending the OC.
The OC? I don't get it.
Orange County.
Oh, Orange County. Okay. I got OC, but yeah, they're Orloff credits.
Okay.
And so between the areas and for the poor farmers and whatever, Orloff created his own little basic system of money. But all of those dollars are backed by universal credits. The credit sticks you have, you could use those in the coalition states in North America.
Okay.
So anyway, and whether you know that the coalition states even exist, your individual character, and I'll tell you, but your characters won't know this. Atlantis and the Splugorth, which is an alien, they're the ones that are ultimately backing the universal credits.
I mean, it's basically like we have BART cards, right? You know, it's 17 different transit companies, but as long as you fill it up at one company that takes it, you can spend it at any of those 17 transit companies.
Yes, absolutely. The other thing about your cards is it's not a debit card, it's not a bank card. It literally, the money's loaded on that card, and if somebody got that card away from you, they could use it too.
Right.
So it's like
Right.
a Bitcoin wallet.
Yeah, kind of, yes.
No, it's actually a plastic card that has 500 credits taped to it. And then every time.
Yes.
So
The credit stick. It's just like a wad of $1 bills rolled up into a tube.
That's right. That's exactly correct.
all right, so there you go. So that's money and riffs, now we're more in line with riffs canon. So there you go. Okay, so you pay the guy the 20 credits. Mark that off your sheet, please. And you get out, and you're standing in front of the Red Rooster Hotel.
I am scanning down the street both directions to see if there are any augmented voiceless that we can see.
You
Or in
don't
augmented
see
voiceless.
anything. Roll a notice roll.
I can do that because I have the power of a character sheet.
Anybody
Notice.
else, if they want to, can make a notice roll.
I will
Notice.
also.
I will actually spend a penny on that. Shouldn't we have started with 4 pennies, or is 3 the default? And I just suck.
I'll give you one.
I wasn't asking for a pity penny. I just didn't know. Did we start at 3 or 4?
No, we normally start at 4.
Okay, that's good.
I still think it was a pity Benny.
It was a pity penny. I get it. Well, why will it not let me drag it out?
Do I have to steal it again?
I probably.
There you go.
Thank you. Let it go. Let it go. I'm gonna notice more than my shoes. There, that's better.
There you go.
All right.
I mean, it's no Z Teach, but it's close.
Yeah, Sveta didn't see anything.
Mhm.
You see it. There is a Are there robots in your Harry Potter world there, Z Teach?
No.
So there is, you notice in the sky, and you can't tell if it's some kind of plastic or metal, but there's some kind of plastic or metal flying thing in the air above your car.
And it's hovering?
Yeah. And you see him look up there, Shinkansen, and you look up and you see a drone the size a little bit bigger than a frisbee that's 100 feet above the car.
Is it? Have I seen one of these before, or do I know what it is?
You know what a drone is.
Yeah, but okay.
Have you seen these flying
Have
around
I
the
seen
city?
that flying around the city? Have I seen that?
You've seen
before?
drones flying around the city. You haven't seen one just hovering above you before.
I'm going to say we need to walk down the street, and we're gonna all walk down the street like we're going somewhere particular, and I'm gonna watch to see if that drone follows us.
The taxi drives away, and
Does the drone follow the taxi?
Nubia?
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got denounced.
And
I
the
ignored
drone
it.
starts moving once you guys are about 50 feet away from where the taxi dropped you off.
Okay.
Possibly
It's-
because he's not friends.
and if you
with
guys
everybody.
stop, it stops. It's
Yep.
as if the drone doesn't want to really hover above you.
Then maybe it's just
Yep,
that.
we're definitely being watched by that drone. Z-Teach, is there a way for you to perhaps deal with it?
Do we really want to destroy it? Do we know who sent it?
I have a feeling it's the gang that was at the bar, the voiceless. Well, let's continue to walk and talk, and we're going to take a left. So basically, if the matchbox was here, we walked down the street for probably a few blocks, and now we're going to take a left for a few blocks.
Okay. This is, like I said, not a very busy area. It's a low rent area. Where you take the left, between the hotel and where you take the left, there were boarded up buildings. You take a left, and where you take a left, it looks like kind of a squat area. And with immediately down that road on both sides boarded up buildings, halfway down on the right, you see a tattoo parlor.
I'm looking forward to
And
it. Especially if your religions are meme based.
and it's
Oh, I look forward to it. We will not have any argument.
it's the name of the tattoo place is Sovietsky Neon
Nice little
Tattoos.
church waiting for her religion to come along.
Are you still walking down that street?
Yeah, but very slowly. We're walking and talking, and I'm actually asking Z-Teach if there's anything he can do about that.
Cirrus? I don't know. You better not try his trouble.
So about the time you guys hit the tattoo parlor, the drone comes and is watching you down the street. That's how far away it is. Pretty much everything else is boarded up. it's kind of dark because the buildings kind of overhang where you are. If you look up, it's all wires and pipes and building and whatnot. There's, like I said, all it's probably where you're walking through is probably 20 feet wide, but the whole way there's just people. You can't walk in a straight line.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
ZT Chat's in action.
You can take them out and take
Okay.
care of-
As we have been walking, ZT will have been slowing down a little bit to put space between those two and himself,
okay.
and to see where the drone sits. Like if it's following, if it also slows down, so we can still have all three of them in view, or if it's focusing on the two bigger ones.
Well, it's keeping all four of you kind of ahead of it, and it's about 20 feet up in the air, which is just below that. That's kind of the highest point it can get down this little hallway, I guess I'll call it.
Is there an alleyway to the right or left?
No, not on this street.
Okay, but leading up to this street, have I seen alleyways going to the left and the right?
No, it was all boarded up. Then you turn to left down this intersection.
And it's all building.
Yes, until you get to the end of this block.
And
I
you
think we're
said
being
that-
funneled into an ambush. I know that you feel like you are making choices, but I think the drone is telling them where to wait. You said 20 feet?
Yeah, because it's got the buildings overhang and there's wires and there's pipes and stuff. So the highest the drone can get is about 20 feet.
And it's behind us by about 10 feet?
No, because you're about halfway down the block when it turns the corner.
Okay. And
You're
it
right.
still
You're
seems,
right
even though
now
there's-
standing in front of you're walking in front of the tattoo parlor.
But there's a lot of people, right?
Yeah, and you can't walk in a straight line. Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Are they having... Okay.
I mean, they're just laying there and, squatting, and they're just a bunch of homeless people.
Actually, I'll immediately stop. Let's go in, and we'll go into the tattoo parlor.
Okay. So, you open the door and you go in, and you're kind of in a armored foyer,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's kind of a just a normal glass door. By the way, when you made that left down that alleyway, you were mostly no longer getting rained on.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because of the overhang and everything. There was an occasional drip, and that's kind of where the people weren't, was where there were the occasional drips. But you go into that armored vault, and there's it's all metal. Ahead of you is a small plate, and then there's a giant kind of thick metal to your metal door to your left. And when you walk in, that plate winks on, and you see a guy with kind of curly gray salt and pepper longish hair, fuzzy hair, and big bushy mustache and beard. He says with a Russian accent that isn't the typical Russian accent you're used to hearing, and he says, "How can I help you?"
I take a glance as all of four of us kind of get into the thing. Is the drone coming, speeding up to catch up?
Not speeding up, but catching up. Yes.
Okay. I will say, how much are tattoos?
It depends there. It's color, shape, size, neon, normal, but you can get a tattoo for the cheapest. If you just want like a simple mark on you, I could do something for, I don't know, 50 credits.
Okay. And I again kind of look out. Has the drone caught up to
Yeah,
us yet?
it's staying about. Here's the door, and it comes down and stops 10 feet before it gets level with the door. So it's 20 feet up and 10 feet back.
And it can't go higher because of the tubes and stuff, right?
Yeah, the overhangs of the buildings and the tubes and the wires. Yes, you are correct.
So I will say to Z Teach Blast of Wind.
Do you want to salvage it?
No.
You just walk outside and set it on fire.
Okay.
But I think my daughter's getting into it, and she's absolutely.
1 second. Okay.
But yeah, I actually
Yeah,
I'm
you
assuming
hit it.
I do.
that hits, yeah.
Design.
Is that a spell or was that one of the wands?
No, sorry, that was a spell of molten fire that he kind of said some words.
But
Into
that's
his
that's a
fingertips
spell
and-
that you cast, not a wand.
Spells that I cast, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So and what's it look like?
Like a bolt of lava
Okay.
that splashes across the surface of the drone, but
Okay.
anything that flew off fizzles back into ephemeral wisps.
Okay. Yeah. So it hits and the thing just kind of melts and disintegrates and instantly falls on the ground. And you hear some people. So we're a family channel, but you hear some vulgar discourse as people are disgruntled with the sudden fiery thing landing in their area.
I will say thank you to the man in the camera, and we will exit.
Okay.
And actually, let's go down to the intersection, hang a left, and we'll just complete the four lefts to get back to the
Okay.
place on the matchbook.
Okay. All right. So you hang a left right at that corner, the right side of the corner of that same hallway we've been in is the equivalent of like a 7-Eleven kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can see, and I'm sure you've been in areas of town where they don't let you come in the store. You kind of have this window thing that you kind of tell them what you want. You can tell that's what that is. You make that left, all of that's boarded up. You make the next left, and ahead of you is the hotel, and again, all of that's boarded up.
Okay.
So you're at the hotel.
I'll look again to make sure that we're not being followed or observed by another drone.
Make a notice roll.
And this is important. Why can't I?
Do I need to steal another one?
Hold on. I'm wondering if it's because I'm zoomed in too far. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so now if I do this. Yeah, you're going to have to. It won't let me drag them out at all. Let it go. Let it go.
Okay.
Notice. There. Again, no Z-Teach, but...
You don't see anything. You know, if you think about Watch Dogs, and 3 of us have played that game, you know what normal drone traffic kind of looks like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This area is not that busy.
Right.
There's so you basically don't see anything.
Okay. So then we'll go into the hotel at that point.
Okay. So again, you open the door. Once you walk in, it's another kind of armored area, although it's bigger. It looks like it might be for people in their luggage or something. I don't know. to your right, there is a door, and ahead of you, a metal panel kind of opens up, and you see this skinny male. He's 5'7", maybe 110 pounds. Looks like he's maybe 23. Disheveled blonde hair, and he's got some kind of dark blue pullover thing on, and you see some tattoos on his neck, up to his ears, going behind his neck. And he says, "How can I help you?"
Is Satine Defoe here by chance?
I don't remember.
Would a monetary contribution help jog your memory?
There's lots of things that help memory.
What would you say about 50 credits? Would that help jog your memory?
He holds a cred stick out through a little slot.
Can I just
Yeah, you just tap yours to his.
Yeah, I'll tap mine and transfer 50.
Yeah, tap the tips together.
That's what I was
Give him what he
going for.
wants.
Thank you, yes. Thank you.
He says, I don't know if she's here or not, but I can tell you that she's in room 65.
So
Rooms are through the armored door there.
we are not here to hurt her. We're here to find her because we think something's happened to her.
Yeah, I don't care.
I know. But would a monetary contribution possibly help you remember where the spare key to the room is?
He holds his thing out, his credit stick out. He holds his credit stick out.
I can only do so much. I can only hold it together for so long.
I know, I got you.
I'll take Z-Teach's cred stick and hold it up against him and transfer 100.
Absolutely.
I was
Bam.
really hoping he'd ask us why we were here so we could be like, I don't know, maybe a monetary contribution would jog our memories.
And he said 62. Was that right? What he said?
65.
65. Thank you. She's in 65. Okay. Thank
Chat for you.
you. Yep. I had all the rest, just that one.
Okay. Just trying to make it easy for you. You see he presses a button and a little key card, just like modern day key cards, flops out there on the counter for you, and the armored door opens up.
And I will say thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. And
Whatever,
I'll
dude.
grab the key card and off we go.
Okay. So you go down this hallway, and it starts odds on the left, evens on the right, and it's 1, 2, 3. You know.
What a strange name, a strange way to lay out a building. I'm just kidding.
And
Nice.
it seems like it just goes back for a pretty good ways to get to number 65, but you're there.
Great. We'll listen first. Does it sound like there's any movement, any TV, anything?
There's talking or TV or something, yes.
Okay. Can I roll a notice roll to see if it's actually TV or if it's someone actually talking in the room?
Sure.
I don't have to have
it's-
all the fun, by the way. ladies
It's
and
two
gentlemen.
two females talking.
I will knock.
Okay. the room goes quiet. You hear what he hears, Sveta.
I will whisper, Sveta, it might sound better coming from another female. Would you ask if Satine is in there?
Yes, I'll say, hello, my name is Sveta. I'm looking for Satine. I have come to believe that she might be in danger.
Silence.
I'll press the keycard to the lock. Open the door.
Door opens up. You see two girls in there. They're standing behind a couch. One of them is holding a lamp, and the other one is holding a katana. The one with the cat ears is holding a katana.
Cool. Great. I'm glad you're both here. I'm Orist. This is Sveta, as she mentioned. And this is E-Teach.
Archer.
Oh, yeah, and Archer in the back. He doesn't say much. A, not here to hurt you. B, very glad you're alive, Satine. Very glad. We were beginning to think the worst. And C, I'm guessing you're from the lead singer of the... Not the Pussycat Club. The
Panther
Girls.
Right?
Right?
No, but they're totally awesome. Do you like that band too?
Actually, I've not. We're from the country. We're bumpkins. Never heard of them. But saw the sticker on Satine's door.
You were at our apartment? Are you stalkers?
No. Again,
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Those are perfect.
believe that the voiceless are after you.
In
I know they're after me.
most recent
Right.
I can't pay them.
volcanoes and that
Okay,
stuff.
so you need to pay them. So that's what this is about. Is it for the eyes?
Grenades and stuff
Yes.
like that.
Okay.
They
Putting
gave me
this-
the money for the eyes.
Putting this all together, great. Also, you have an excellent Ripper Doc. Oh, damn it! Wrong freaking game again. You have an excellent doctor. You should take.
That asshole?
Yeah.
Do you know what he did to me?
Well, no,
I'm sure we're about to find out.
but I'm sure we're gonna find out.
Orloff's men are after me.
On top of the voiceless?
Yes.
Why? Oh, because you have.
I guess
cybernetics.
because of my eyes.
Because you have cybernetic eyes. Makes sense. Well, I mean, it does.
The doctor told me that he had some show for me, and it ended up being a date with Orloff.
That's a show, all right. Well, then.
I barely got out of there alive.
Okay.
And now the doctor wants my eyes back because they took pictures of something while I was there. I don't know.
Oh. That's interesting.
That asshole doctor's trying to kill me. Orloff's men are trying to kill me. The voiceless are trying to kill me, and I don't know who you are.
Got that. So, again, I'm Oris.
And D-Teach is going to say that really doesn't look intimidating, and he's going to hand her a pistol. The one with the lamp.
That's Satine.
Yeah, he's going to hand Satine a pistol. And then walk back to Oris and put his hands up.
So
She takes it from you and is holding the barrel, and then fumbles around trying to hold it right.
the
Okay, I just
safety's
learned
on.
too.
Don't the safety's
Yeah.
on. Don't forget.
I just learned how to use that too.
So A, why don't we all have a seat without weapons so that we can talk? And B, we're on your side. We've been looking for you to try and actually help. And C, long way back to the beginning of the story, but actually the one that sent us to help you is Marco.
Who?
Marco,
I don't know
Stalker.
Marco.
arms dealer, really probably psycho stalking wannabe boyfriend to use the team.
I don't know. I sing that sounds like half the people at the club.
Understood. Yeah, he's probably one of them.
That's a weird brag, but okay.
Yeah. Anyways, he actually implored us to help you when you went missing 2 weeks ago. So, yeah,
I guess fans are good for a reason, I guess.
I guess.
Shut the door before someone finds us.
Yep. So we closed the door.
Also of note, you didn't pick a very good place to stay. That guy can be bought off for like nothing.
Yeah, that's how we got the key card for the room. Sorry, and I will walk over and give it to the one with the katana, and then walk back and put my hands up again as we start to sit down.
Well, when you say the guy bought off things, the teen looks at the girl with the cat ears, kind of like, and the cat ear girl shrugs and says, "I don't know. It's what we could afford."
So, here's what I'm thinking the good news is, and the bad news. The good news is, your fan that sent us is an arms dealer, and he has hidden tunnels, hidden warehouses underground. So if you're looking to stay hidden, he's probably going to be able to help you out with that. Bad news is he kind of thinks you're his girlfriend, even though you're not. So there's probably strings with that. Third,
Yeah, that sounds kind of ooh.
but it's free. So again, I'm just saying, make a list, weigh your pros and cons. I don't know what's going to be your ultimate decision. That's up to you.
Why don't you three make a notice roll?
Another bad news. There was a drone that followed us to this general direction, and now's time is probably of the essence.
Yeah, so we're probably going to have to leave. I was getting to that. Thank you, Sveta. We killed the drone. We went different direction, killed the drone down a different street, but they were in the general area. So
I'm going to roll for Z-Teach.
okay.
I think he's still distracted.
I'm listening, but I'm trying to get stuff
I'm
wrapped
rolling
before it
for
gets
you,
too late.
brother. I understand.
Thank you.
All right.
Game really likes fours.
I don't think you want him rolling because it's nowhere as good. You know the feeling, Daniel? Do you know the feeling, Daniel?
I'm sure I have no
Do
idea what
you
you're talking
know the
about.
feeling, Daniel?
All right.
Like 5 ones in a row.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So the table in front of the couch, you see where I see it all the time is with my hobby. I see a leather mat with pockets that you can put paintbrushes in, and then the whole thing kind of rolls up and you tie it,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Or like a mat you use to roll up sushi or something, right? You see that opened up, laying on the table with different kind of weird knives or something in it, laying there on the table.
So it doesn't have paintbrushes, it has knives.
It has knives, like scalpels, surgery type knives.
Were you planning on a surgery? I will point
I
to
got to
them.
get these eyes out of my head. Everybody wants me because of these eyes.
Well, okay. Don't be drastic. We're gonna help you. Okay. I'm gonna get you to. I think you. I get what you're saying about the ooh. But you're in the city. You need help. And there are always shades of negotiation that can be had. I think your best bet is actually to go to Marco. You will be safe from Orloff's men there. I'm thinking this through. And I actually say, Sveta, Z-Teach, Artur, I'm right? He's an arms dealer. He's not
Yes.
going to be under Orloff's thumb, right?
I mean, he can
Unless he's a
protect her
very dirty
better.
arms dealer.
Yeah, he can protect her better. And I mean, they had augmented people as well, right? His bodyguard was augmented.
That's true.
So I'm thinking that actually would be a safe haven for you. Number two, you probably can make money while you're there singing. Because it was kind of a club we were in anyways, so that's not half bad. Three, there's a really good sushi place just right down the street called the Wasen. Best sushi I've had since I've been outside Japan.
Okay. I'm listening.
Yeah. So, if you have another option or suggestion,
let anyone know.
I'm all
Everyone
ears.
else still thinks
I think the only other option is to try and smuggle you out of the city. But, no offense meant, neither of you look equipped for country living. And I doubt there's much demand for a neo opera singer, a cyber opera singer
She's like, look, you guys, I get that I'm ramped
in the
up
country.
to this. I have no interest in being anything but a grunt. You guys can have brains. Please don't give me brains. Pretty,
What do you-
pretty, please.
What do you think?
When you're at the
The two
bottom,
girls kind of look at each other and shrug, and I guess. I mean, I'm worried about that drone.
Yeah, me too.
Great. Now that that's settled, let's go.
Yeah. So let's call the taxi so it's outside, so that by the time we get there, it's waiting for us.
Does one of you have experience with cybernetic surgery?
No.
No.
You're just gonna stab your eyes until the eyes fell out?
I guess it's not a great plan, but I didn't know what else to do.
Stabbing eyes.
Okay. So Satine, we know your name. I'm sorry. You are.
Kimiko.
Kushinya.
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 So close. Had it by that much.
Kushinya is Satine.
It's in the chat.
Oh wow! I wasn't even close. That's because I'm spelling everything Japanese. Kushinya. Okay. Kushinya is with Satine. We find them. We order the taxi. So yeah, I'll order the taxi. How long do they say it's going to be?
5 minutes.
Okay. Other questions I have for you. Number one, have you scouted out another way out of this room besides the door, just in case? Is there a fire
Oh,
escape?
that's a good idea.
Window. Okay. Well, we'll go look. Is there a fire escape, or is this on the ground level? You know, I'm not unclear. I guess is the easiest way to say what. Are there even windows? That's a good place to start. Is there another door? Is there a door to another room, an exit to the back?
No.
Ceiling access unit?
Say again?
Ceiling access?
No. It seems pretty well sealed off, except for the except for that armored door.
Is there a full-length mirror in the room?
There's a mirror above the sink
No, that wouldn't.
in the bathroom.
That would not be it. Okay.
What would
Why?
you do with a mirror?
So depending on the genre of cyberpunk sleaze, a lot of times full-length mirrors are actually view panels.
One-way mirrors or two-way
One-way-
mirrors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I knew where he was going with it. I was just hoping he wasn't gonna have to explain it because it's super sleazy.
It is super sleazy.
And that guy at the front counter kind of
gotcha.
seemed like the
He's
type.
super sleazy, so that was the type. Yep.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. All right.
There
well,
we go.
the good
That's
news.
what I'm looking for.
The bad news is there's only one way in or out of this.
So are we just trying to hide them until we get to the taxi?
Yeah, pretty much.
I can do that.
Oh, well, if you can make it easy for us all to get to the taxi, that'd be great.
Well, if I can try, it's going to leave me very tired and very useless.
So, what about if it's just the two of them?
If it's
No, you don't have to bark. I know it's something you enjoy, but you don't have to. You can just talk. Who's good to teach? Who's a good Z teach?
Okay. All right. So the girls say okay. They get up and Satine kind of, she's holding the gun and out like, do I give this back to you or what do I do with this?
sure, okay, and he'll take it and he'll put it back.
Okay.
Thank you. We have an option, but you'll have to stay very, very quiet.
Okay. Ksenia is still holding the sword.
Like threateningly.
No, but it's not put up.
I will ask, are you familiar in using that?
I took some lessons.
Great. Please don't stab us, but hold on to it. Just remember to not bang it against anything once Z-Teach. In fact, it's probably better if you sheath it. Are you familiar with how to properly execute an opponent from unsheathing your weapon?
So her sheaths are on her back,
Oh.
right? If you look at the picture.
Oh, no. Oh, I see. Well.
But you see when she puts it up, even though it's in the wrong spot, as much as she can for it being in the wrong spot, she puts it up correctly.
Okay. That.
And then as soon as it's up, she goes back to a neutral stance, and you see she reaches up, draws it, and it's back out. And the first thing you think is, if you wore that in the right spot, that would be easier to draw.
Right.
But you also see that, hey, she has had some training.
Yeah. And I will say, I will nod to her, and I will say, good. We can talk about better ways to do that later, but I am impressed that you have the knowledge. So thank you for showing me.
And she kind of holds it kind of up and sideways, and she says, put it away.
Put it away.
And she puts it away.
But the most important thing is you showed me that you at least know where to grab it, because you will not be able to see it.
Okay.
Z-Teach, while he's been doing this, has been walking around them, speaking in low, mumbled tones, and then he'll stop in front of them and take out a little bit of salt and sprinkle it in front of them, and then go, shh, and they will completely disappear. If the spell
Just the
works.
girls?
Just the girls.
Okay. Oh. I think I need.
I'm actually going to Benny that.
Okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking for that. Oh.
Invisibility. Wow. The gods want me to have a 6.
Yeah, they do.
I'm gonna do it again. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Come on.
Wow.
Okay. So that is 8 power points. There.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
might have noticed that you're invisible,
Well, I don't see her.
and
They
you don't see
say at
yourself.
the same time.
Right. So it is very important that you follow us very closely behind, but again, don't stab us or
So-
run into us.
Z-Teach is actually going to take. He's going to say, try to feel around and hold each other's hands. That will help immensely.
All right. You hear
and-
hand fumbling, and okay, we're holding
And-
hands.
And then he's going to say, you two, and he's looking at Orist. Hold on. Orist and Sveta will leave first, then the girls, and then I will be behind them, keeping an eye on them.
Okay.
Archer in the back with you? Or
Archer in the
with us?
back. Archer in the back with me behind me.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll have the girls basically in the middle of us.
In the middle, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
I'm the only one that'll be able to see them.
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
Oh, good, you can see them. Oh, that makes
I
things-
can't see them right now. I have to cast a spell to see them.
Oh.
I have to cast a mega detect to see their life signs.
Yes. So it'll be just a moment. The Z-Teach is going to make it so that he can see you, so that you don't get lost and we don't get separated or any of the stuff that you see in bad holovids. And then we're going to go.
And if everyone's holding hands, do we?
No.
Just-
It's
just
just
them.
them.
And they're not holding hands with anybody else.
Why don't you hold their hands?
Because,
I don't want it to seem like my hand is...
right, we don't want it to seem... We want to seem like there's just two groups of people
okay.
with space in the middle.
Okay.
But if Z-Teach can make sure that we don't Keystone Cops this, then that'll be good enough, I think.
Gotcha.
Really want you to have a 6.
Yeah, it really, really does. So that's my spellcasting check to cast
Okay.
major detect. And I'm
Yeah.
detecting auras.
Yeah. Random number generators aren't random.
Yeah. Tonight is the night of the 6s. It's funny because we're doing all of this prep, but he has all of the threats first at the destination anyway.
By the way, for that many raises, one, there's an automatic cost deduction.
Right.
And I'm also going to throw on top of that double the duration.
Oh, sweet.
But yeah, I'm south of everything.
So that's like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
All right. So you guys are in the room.
Yep.
You've got your order.
Yep.
Are you heading out in the hallway?
Once Z-Teach says that he can see them.
Yes, he can see them.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we're good to go. All
Have
right.
you called the taxi?
Yeah, we
Yes.
already did. It was 5 minutes, remember?
Okay. Right. Yep. Okay. So you go out in the order you said.
Yes.
Okay. You go out. You need the
Forest.
key card to open the armored door. You open the armored door and through the glass doors, and you're out in the street. The taxi's not quite there yet.
Well, we wouldn't have gone out if the taxi wasn't there.
Well, you can't really see out. I mean, it's designed for privacy.
All right.
So
That's what I had gotten from it too. Was that it's an armored room without any real windows.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. So here's how you find yourselves. I'm assuming you want the king and not the 8 there, Mr.
I want the
Shinkansen?
king and not the 8.
There we go. All right. All right. All right. Well, Mr. Shinkansen, you're up. You see ahead of you a whole bunch of voiceless guys. They look similar to. You don't recognize any of them. Oh, by the way, but they look like they belong to the same crowd.
Do I see the taxi in either direction?
No. But where you are, you can't see down this street or this street.
Okay.
So where did we exit? Did we exit here?
You exit the red building is the Red Rooster,
Okay.
and the door to the Red Rooster is right here.
Okay.
A whole bunch of barbarians. Love those guys.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I will.
you.
I will say keep them safe, and I will try and create a distraction.
Okay.
I need to.
Are these alleyways actual alleyways?
So this right here, if you see, is a road.
Okay.
This is the alleyway with the tattoo shop.
Okay.
You didn't go down this. You don't know what it
And
is, but it is narrower.
Is this a road?
Yes.
Okay. So in theory, this is where our taxi should be coming.
Yes.
If it's actually coming.
Yes.
Okay.
Right here, your taxi came down this road.
Everything about me they hate.
Yeah, your taxi came. Just a second. Oh, how do I do that? Let me see.
You mean you? I think you're wanting something along the lines of this.
There we go. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Make that go away, please.
Uh,
Thank you. Your taxi came, dropped you off right here, and then went off that way.
what was the direction at the end? I'm sorry.
That way.
That way? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yep. So I'm going to move 30 feet to here.
That's not you, but that's.
Oh, sorry. Can't put you back.
Let me delete this stuff before you move up there, please. One more. There we go. All right, go ahead.
Okay. This one's me. So I'm going to move to here,
Okay.
and I'm going to. Right there. And I'm going to.
How did you get there? Your
I
pace
ran.
is 6. So you doubled your pace and you're not going to do any other action.
Hold on. I thought I mapped this out. Ooh.
Your pace is 6, count 6 squares.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
6.
That should put you here.
Yep, puts me there. And what did we say? Can you hold actions in this game or no?
Yes, you can. Well,
You can hold the turn. You can't hold.
Can't hold an
action.
action. Okay.
right.
All right. So then, in that case, I will unsheath my swords and make a motion for them to come on.
Okay. Zetich?
All right. Zetich is going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Zetich is going to move here, and then
Okay.
he's going to cast mass deflection on everybody.
Okay.
He'll speak some words and crush a seashell under his shoe, and then the whispered words will create a thin layer of condensed air over everyone, including the girls.
Okay.
Reflection. Hey, it's not a 6.
And you've got a raise there, so give yourself a cost discount.
Yay! Okay, so greater deflection is a -6 to every attack on the recipient.
Okay.
Thank you.
Er-
That's me.
All right.
And I'll keep track of the turns.
Okay. So this guy has a big hammer with like electricity off it, and he steps forward and tries to take a swing at you.
And I say, no, these are hammer pants, not a hammer.
And he misses, and it hits the ground to the left, and you can see the concrete crack underneath.
Nice.
This guy moves up 3 and takes a shot at Z-Teach. And the shot's just pew, pew, pew. He misses.
Good job on the sound effects. I like that.
I think that was sarcasm. This guy runs up.
No, I use the same sound. Whatever soundboard you're using, I use the same one for my games.
This guy runs up and raises his pistols at you while he's running, and he trips over an uneven part of the road, and he falls down. So let me put falls down.
I actually say, I think you guys should turn around now.
There you go. There's a fall down symbol we'll use. This guy runs up here, and he's got kind of like a big machete looking thing, and he swings at you, Shinkansen. And what's your parry?
My parry, wherever it goes. My parry's 10.
He hits you.
Even with the -6?
Deflection. Yeah, no, he misses.
Okay.
He misses you with a 14.
Okay.
This guy comes up and shoots at Sveta. And he actually hits you. And does 7 points of MDC.
I don't know what that means.
So subtract your armor from what your total score was. Here, I'll look at your character sheet.
So
So
I'm gonna have to.
so your toughness, what was the +1? Do you remember? Your base was
It's one of my stats. I don't remember which. I don't know if it's brawny or.
but
it's
it
one-
has nothing to do with wearing armor.
No.
Okay, so you have a 7,
Okay.
right? And your
Yeah.
armor is an 8.
E-
You have 7 damage coming at you, and your armor's an 8. So.
Okay.
No.
It's-
He's not wearing armor,
Oh.
Yeah.
right? His total score is I'm trying to get him to understand. I'm not asking questions. So you're physical. If you're standing naked in the shower, you have 7 MDC inherent to your body.
Right.
Okay. Then your armor you put on top of that is an armor value of 8, which gives you the total of 15.
Okay. But
Okay.
I'm not wearing any armor, so it's
So you're a 7
so
because that
7.5 points of MDC coming at me.
well, there are no half points, but yes,
Oh, I
7.5
thought-
points would be bad.
I thought you said 7.5.
No,
It's just 7.
just 7. So, but I'll ask again just to make sure that mod of the +1 has nothing to do with the armor.
Correct.
Okay. So, yes. So he hits you square in the chest, and it does hurt, but it doesn't seem to damage you any. Although it does, It's a rifle thing, and so it does put some bullet holes in the shirt you're wearing.
Darn. I really like that pink shirt.
All right, this guy runs up and takes a shot at Zetich and misses. This guy takes a shot at Zetich. You're popular, and he misses. And this guy tries to take a shot at Shinkansen, and also you notice that the guy all the way in the back seems to be barking some kind of orders. Although he runs up and he falls down too. He trips on something and falls down. All right. I apparently like to roll ones today.
And yeah, John, I just looked it up. It's from my Brawny perk.
Okay. Sveta, you're up.
She'll walk past Zetich, and while she's walking, ask him if he needs her to stay by him.
No, thank you.
Okay. Up she goes to there, which is 6.
Okay.
Nice.
Meanwhile, while she's walking, she unzips her bag and pulls her hammer out
Okay.
and extends it.
Can
Yep.
can we talk as she's doing that, as I see her come up, or no?
Well, you can't see her come up. You probably hear her maybe or something, but yes, sure, you can.
Can,
You can
can I
talk to
say
her.
move back and to the left a little bit, if you still can.
Here?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I will change what I was going to do, and I will just attack the guy in front of me.
I think Sledge was planning on doing a
And now
whirlwind.
you got it back. Yay.
I was.
Oh,
I was going to do a sweep.
so was I, sort of. My bad. We will coordinate better next time.
So one thing I wasn't sure with sweeps is, can you designate the arc, or is it everything gets hit?
I would have to look it up. It probably says. I doubt.
It says
You have the wording.
Yeah, it says fighting roll at -2 to hit all targets in the weapon's reach. But it's like, that's all targets. Does that include allies, or is that just targets?
Just back. guys.
I would say targets. But like, it's going to be situation dependent. If you were standing to the right of Shinkansen, I wouldn't let you with your arc thing hit the guy in front of him.
Yeah.
Because to get your hammer to hit that guy, you're going to have to kind of move through the space that Shinkansen is in, right? The other thing is all targets. I'm not going to let you do a 360 like thing, probably, right? It's not a spin and dance kind of thing, but within reason. But anyway, so you're hitting the guy in front of you. Go ahead and roll.
Well, so now that my original plan was to sweep all the guys.
Just
in my
go
range.
ahead. Just go ahead and go back and do what you were going to do. Just
Okay,
pretend I didn't say
wanna-
anything.
I didn't
No,
want
it's
to
fine.
interrupt what he was doing.
It's fine.
Okay, so
Just make sure you kill them.
yeah, so you've got 3
I'll try.
guys you can target.
Okay, so I'll target those 3 then.
Okay, now swing at the guy lane that's fallen. He's kind of somewhat defenseless, so you get a +4.
Okay.
15. Oh no, that's Z teach. My bad.
Okay, so you hit him. You hit him. You swing low to catch him, and then you're bringing the hammer up to hit the next guy who's standing. And so when you come up to hit him, and you hit him, you tear him in 2, and the biggest part of his body lands back here.
Nice.
So roll for the next guy. You hit him. And his body kind of breaks through some of the boards, and he's kind of half hanging in and out of the building, and he's right there.
Nice.
So swing for the next guy. That's a miss.
I'm just gonna Benny that because.
Do you need me to steal it?
Yeah. It actually, let me. There. It went out.
All right.
And let's try that again. There we go.
All right. Yes, you hit. And by this time, you're almost swinging backwards. This guy lands over here, and he's dead.
Nice.
All right. So we'll deal cards. You can have a 10 or a 10 there, Shinkansen.
I'll take the other 10. Let's call a spade a spade.
Spades are a higher rank.
Yeah.
So, let me put this in order. There we go. All right, Sveta, you're up.
Sveta's going on a killing rampage here, apparently. I'll move forward to these two.
Okay. Are you doing the same
Dead
thing?
Guy now on the ground. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Man.
For Daniels, it's 6s. For you, it's 3s.
All right. We're gonna Benny that. I know, it's like, why is everybody rolling the same things? There we go.
Holy crap. All right. So add another d6 to the damage.
Oh man.
Never mind.
It's extra pasty.
Because that one really helped.
That one put it over the top.
So he landed back there. Go ahead and roll to hit the next person.
At least I think that's him.
Wow. Are you kidding me? What is that?
I think roll 20 is broken.
Random number generators aren't.
Not random.
What the hell is
I mean,
this?
the wild dice is exactly the same for 3 times as well. What are the
I know,
odds of
that's
that?
hilarious.
What are the odds of that?
I have no idea. So, are you going to Benny?
I can only kill 2 during my turn, so you might as well.
Yeah, I'm going to. Sveta's just going to be fueled by a rage at this point and just... for some reason, I can't drag these out anymore, if you can steal one.
Okay.
If it gives me another 3-1, I'm going to lose it.
All right, you hit him, and you get another d6. There you go. All right, and this guy, you smash him into the building, and he's dead. All right, Shinkansen.
Sveta doesn't let people walk up to her and live.
I gave at the office.
I will say, leave that one alive and point to him. Not
The one in the back?
yeah, this one. And then I will proceed to attack the 2 in front of me. Left one first.
Okay.
An 8 hit.
That hits.
Okay. 13 damage.
You do whatever. I don't know the names of katana cuts, but I know I'm familiar. You do the cut that goes through the shoulder down through the rib cage,
Yes.
and then you pull the sword out,
Yeah.
and you twist around to come get the next guy.
Yes, that is 100%.
And
correct.
bam, that guy just falls to the ground dead. No, that's going to be a
I'll s-
miss.
Let me see if I can maybe pull the Benny out. Nope, I can't pull the Benny. Go ahead. Can you grab one? Yes, thank you. Let it go. And then roll that again. 11?
You hit,
10.
and so you come through this way, and then you come this way, and just remove his head.
Oh, well, that's handy. And then I will walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will hold. He's on the ground, right?
Yeah, he tripped.
I will hold the katana out to his neck. The point of it out to
Yeah.
his neck. And I will say, why are you searching for us and those girls?
He doesn't move. He just kind of freezes in the tripped. He's on his knees and his hands, basically.
Right.
And he just kind of freezes there, and he says, "We were told to get the girls.
By whom?
We're the voiceless."
Yeah, we've already established that. Who told you, the voiceless, to get the girls?
The voiceless.
I'm really trying to find a reason to keep you alive. You're not
Voiceless
helping.
told us to get the girl. We're the voiceless.
How did they find us?
Right.
ZT yells from the back.
How did you find us?
I have a random.
The drone, man. We were following you from when you left the bar the first time and went to our apartment.
Okay.
But how did they find us to here?
We just followed you guys.
After we
Followed the
destroyed
cab.
drone?
Did you see what we just did to all the rest of your people? You
I saw.
You can pick your head up.
He's not moving.
Grab his face. Take his face.
Tell the voiceless to stop looking.
Is anyone leading the
Do you understand?
I understand.
Oh, damn them.
Or they'll be bodiless.
I will keep my sword at the ready, but I will back up, and I will say,
Cleopatra.
go.
Yeah, he runs. He runs down the street and he's gone.
Okay. Well, hopefully,
Yeah, I'm silent.
I will wait till he is
or
basically out of
five
eye shot,
and left.
and then I will.
Yeah, he turns left. If you see right here, there's an alley.
His big
He
ass
turns
is-
down that alley and he's gone. By the way, I do want to say none of the guys you just
Oh,
fought,
look at me
all
at
of
the
them had
bottom.
SDC armor. Matter of fact, their armor was human skin.
Oh my god! So, I will.
They're
Ooh,
reavers.
I have one
Yeah,
cannon.
I did see that. I will say to Sveta, well, hopefully we didn't just make that worse, but I will make my way with Sveta back to Z-Teach and the girls and say, sorry, girls, that's not how we wanted that to go down.
Thank you for saving us.
You're welcome. We're happy to help. You should thank Marco, in all honesty. He's the one who actually hired us to help you.
Okay.
And
I hate to say this, but he's not out here.
I'm not a priest yet.
No.
And
Taxi?
a taxi shows up.
Yay! We load 6 people in the taxi, and off we go to back to
Okay.
Marco's.
All right. The only way it's going to work is the girls are pretty much going to sit in two people's laps.
Yep,
So
Sveta and Z-Teach because it's funny.
Yeah, that's
This-
not happening.
This is a girl.
and where do you tell the taxi to go back to? Or go to?
Stand by one.
Yeah, I don't remember what the name of the.
Sasha's
Or
dress
those
shop.
places.
It's a not Sasha, Sacha.
I'm sorry, Sacha.
Yeah. And okay. He takes you there.
Okay. We go to Sacha's dress shop, and then when we get there, I will tell the person at the front that
If you don't end it sooner, they appear about halfway there.
oh yeah, they
Unless you ended the spell, there's Z-Teach.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I let it play out just in case
Okay,
we were gonna
halfway
bother.
there, suddenly there's two girls in the taxi.
Yeah.
You can see the guy kind of whoop for a second. He's like, "What the hell just happened?
what are
Where
you
did they
talking
come
about? They've been here the whole time.
He just nods his head and takes you to the shop.
So yeah, once we get to the shop, how much is the taxi ride?
20 credits.
I will pay that. 20 credits for taxi, back to dress shop.
I'll pay for this taxi.
Oh yeah? Oh, okay. Thank you. Back to dress shop.
Spider reaches into her bag, pulls out the stick, and
I will
taps or swipes.
ask at the counter for the dress shop. I need some electronics.
The person just shakes their head and they pull the curtain open.
Worked. And we go downstairs to Alaska.
Yes.
Great.
Well, who was it down there? Let me see.
Alaska.
That was
It was Alaska. Older guy with a slouch hat.
well, no, but Alaska is
That's
in
like,
the
I see plenty
Radio
of people
Shack
use them as
store.
toothpick holders.
It said for me that Victoria took us downstairs to Alaska, and he will take us under the wall.
Right. She took you into the Radio Shack
Right.
to Alaska. Alaska's the guy behind the counter.
Oh, in my thing it says that he was downstairs.
I thought he was downstairs too. Like I thought he met us downstairs and walked with us through the wall.
Nice.
Krolik
We're
was
we're saying kind of the same thing.
Krolik was the one in the
I don't
electronics
think they know
shop.
what that's really for.
So
Well, yeah, you did, but whoever said it was a toothpick holder, I don't think you know.
Because
I
Victoria,
keep stopping talking
That
because
is
I don't want to
awesome.
talk over people, but it's nobody
so
here
funny.
talking.
yeah, I have Victoria takes us to an electronics shop near the wall and greets the person behind the counter by the name Krolik.
Right.
says-
so
she says,
so wait a minute. Let's so the dress shop is on this side of the wall.
Correct.
Okay. Radio Shack shop,
Is it
flea market
nice?
thing is on the other side of the wall.
Correct.
It's not the dog.
Okay. So
Some cat playing
Alaska
something.
was downstairs
On the
of the
Radio
Radio
Shack.
Shack.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah,
Okay, so when you go through the dress shop and go downstairs, it's not Alaska there.
Okay. Is there someone?
You're on the wrong side of the wall.
Understood. Is there anybody there?
Yeah, Krolix is there.
Oh, okay. Well, I have that recorded. So, hello, Krolik. It is good
He
to
nods.
see you again.
And says, "You go back?"
Yes.
Okay. So he takes you he takes you underneath. Oh, there we go. I was looking for something. Anyway, okay. Actually, let me do that. That makes it easier. Okay. Just reading my notes. Sorry. So he takes you under. You go to the other side. You see Oleska, and he just kind of motions up, like, "Go ahead, go up the door."
Okay.
You guys go up.
Yep, we'll go up.
You go out the. Where are you going, by the way?
We're going back to where Marco was.
So Marco is in the city, not the path through the wall.
Wait a minute.
Right? Because remember, you came out Sacha's dress shop and then went to Marco's.
Yeah. Yeah, Marco's inside the wall. I was like, are we taking them outside of the wall and then having
Right.
Marco
Yeah.
come
Let's
outside the wall
alibi
to meet
this
us?
because you wouldn't. If
Yeah.
you're going to Marco's, you're not going to go to the dress shop.
Sorry, that is correct. We are going to.
And it was just it was a. You can lead him there. I'll assume that you kind of know enough to give the guy directions. You don't have an address. It was a nondescript alley and a door at that alley.
Okay.
And then, if you remember, Victoria just knocked on the door.
Yep. So I'll knock on the door.
All right.
But
So-
before that, I'm going to make sure that both Satine and Koshinya both have our information in their
Oh, phones.
phones.
Okay.
Since Z-Teach has one and I have one, then we'll make sure that they have for both.
Okay. So, just like before, Miaznik comes to the door. He recognizes you, and of course he recognizes Satine, and he leads you back to Marco. And Vlada's there too.
Hi, Vlada.
Oh, hey, you found her.
We did.
Good job, guys.
And I will say, Satine, Koshinya, this is Vlada. She will be a great friend. And then also Marco and... Why can't I find this guy's name?
Here, I'll put it in chat.
Misanyek.
Miaznik.
Miaznik. Yeah, I have it written down. I just can't pronounce it. Miaznik.
Miaznik.
Miaznik. And I will say, see, Vlada's got cyber eyes too.
Cool.
And I say, Marco.
You found her.
Are we square? We good?
Yeah, we're good. He says just a second. He you can see he's doing something on his interface, and he says, I have a shipment of those rifles you were asking for. They'll be at the warehouse like normal. It'll take 2 days.
So, my only request, if you have a need like this again, rather than holding up our shipment, bargain in advance. We're reasonable people. As are
Okay.
you. Is that fair, do you think?
He stands up and he wants to like fist bump you.
I'll clasp his inner arm.
He kind of looks at that and he shrugs and he's like, "Yeah, we're cool."
Cool.
And Satine says, "What are we going to do about my eyes?"
Well, I point to Vlada.
I assume they'll be able to have more capabilities for that than we would.
Yeah. And I kind of make a gesture to both Miaznik and Vlada and even Marco. Everyone here has cyberware. I don't think you have to do anything about your eyes if you like them.
I think she's more referring to the fact that there's something in her
Oh, right.
implants that they want, not the implants themselves.
Right.
She saw something that she doesn't know she saw.
So, actually...
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
No, I'm whispering it to Shinkansen.
Shinkansen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when he said that, Zichi's like is standing behind him and leans up and tells him that.
So, so Marco, we have a long way to return. I was wondering if we might ask you of a favor.
I think I owe you one. What do you need?
Do you have some way to download what Cyber Eyes have seen?
Yeah. He looks over his shoulder and he's like, Velada? And she goes, on it. And she walks over and there's a desk with cables and buttons and a screen and all kinds of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she pats the seat next to it and says, Satine here. And Satine goes, sits down, and she pulls this cable out and she says, plug in. And Satine pulls that cable and plugs it in behind her ear. And Vlada starts typing, and and you see a list of files suddenly appear on the screen. And she says, is there a time period we're looking at?
Would have been when the eyes were installed during that doctor's visit, so probably the earliest.
I think it's what I saw when I was with Orloff.
Yeah,
with Orloff.
On the date.
When was your date?
She gives a time about a week and a half ago. By the way, just you guys do remember who Orloff is?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. I just wanted to make sure that point wasn't lost on you. Okay. And so Vlada gets the date and types it in there, and she goes, okay, I got some files. And she pulls up a video, and she kind of looks at you guys for direction, and you can see she can kind of fast forward, but you see and you're in first person view, obviously, of Satine at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
And it starts with her talking to Vrock.
So I hit the tab key and then scrub further. I'm sorry.
What's the tab key do?
The tab key moves you to edit mode so that you're in third person and can free move the camera around in the brain dance.
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay. That works in Cyberpunk?
When you're doing brain dances, yes.
When you're doing what?
Brain dances.
Oh. I guess I'm not there yet.
My bad. Sorry.
It's BTLs and Shadowrun too. Better than life ships.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, I don't care about that. We're all good. That to me is not a spoiler. Plus, I know at this point there really are no spoilers. So anyway, you see that the doc seems to be having an argument with her, and you see the camera kind of do this occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so there's no audio, but the visual that's going with it is an argument. Finally, you see the head kind of drop, and the doc says something to someone behind her, and she walks out of what looks like a Ripper dock area into the Purple Dragon.
Right.
Okay. Then out of the Ripper Dragon to a taxi, and Vlada says, tell me if you want me to fast forward or anything, because this is all kind of going in real time. The taxi starts driving through the town.
We can fast forward probably till the end of the taxi ride.
Okay, so she zips forward to the end of the taxi ride, and there is a center building that I don't remember if did I already upload that? No, I'm sorry, I didn't load that yet. Sorry. And there's a building with kind of a donut around the top that you see the taxi getting closer to. And of course, as you get close to it, you can't see the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's left at the. She gets out of the taxi, and she looks in the taxi, and you see that the Verota, which is Vrock's bodyguard, is sitting there in the taxi, and he kind of points towards the building. And she starts walking towards the building, and out of the building comes Vrock.
Comes Vrock, the doctor?
Yes.
Okay.
And Vrock walks up to her, and you can see her look down at her arm, and he's holding her arm in his hand.
Okay.
And he walks her into the building, and past some guards, and you can tell these are tough cybernetic Orloff men kind of guys. He goes down a hallway. Down the hallway, she passes these people. And he takes her to a elevator, and you see that he types in the elevator. It asks for a code, and he types in 538 into the elevator code, and the elevator door opens. She gets in, and she goes up hundreds of floors. I mean, you can kind of guess that ring was probably hundreds of floors up. So Vlada says, should I skip over the elevator ride?
No.
Okay.
Press C to skip.
Yeah. Press C to skip.
So she skips over the elevator ride. The doors open, and there is a room of 10 cyborgs in there. They seem to just be kind of chilling. And out of a door walks Orloff, sees her and smiles, and says,
So what can we tell by looking at Orloff off the bat?
I have. There we go. Let me put this up here. Here's Orloff, minus the gun. You can tell that he's a very heavy cyborg.
Well, that much metal is not going to be light.
Yeah. Exactly so. He
ever
walks
notice
out.
You ever notice he gets sassier the more tired he gets?
He walks out and he says something. We don't have audio. He says something, and she walks towards him. He walks to a door, and in the door, he types 16954.
Okay. And where does that door go?
that door opens up, and it's almost like a control room. And in the control room, oh, did I? Take me 2 seconds here. I need to do something. Images. I just realized I didn't save an image. My apologies.
Very upset.
I know. Just take me a second. I can do this fairly quickly.
No problem.
Boop. There it is. Okay. You know what my biggest pet peeve with Roll20 is, Daniel?
Yep.
Is when you hit create new page, the fact that it drops it at the bottom.
Yeah. Is it right up near where you're going to use it?
Yeah, and I've got too much stuff now, so I actually have to scroll to get to the bottom. And then...
At least it's the bottom now, instead of all the way at the right.
Yes.
That one
yes.
row all the way to the right.
Yes, you're absolutely correct there. All right. Oh, crud. I saved this image and it saved it like some web page thing.
Can you use your snipping tool to like capture the screen and then save that as a new picture?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Stop with your reasonable courses of action, Chris. Jesus.
All right, file, save as. Be done. Close that. Upload. Choose a file. Which is freaking which? Ai, chifale mago. There we go. All right. Bum, bum. All right. So she walks into this control room, and you can see in the center there's like a distorted field.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see Orloff points her at a place to sit and then walks and is having a conversation with a creature in the center of this distorted field, this like control room. So there's the tower with the circular part, and there's the creature he's talking to.
2 questions. First question is, do I recognize whatever the hell that thing is?
Yeah, you all can make a knowledge roll.
Okay.
I mean,
Creepy ass stuff, knowledge roll.
oh, I'm reading what you wrote here.
Oh, you generally when you're trying to do stuff, I'm trying not to talk over you, so I was talking to them.
No, that's fine. I was just on another screen uploading these pictures.
Yep.
Okay.
Knowledge roll.
Okay, I'm sorry. Your questions. Do you recognize the creature? Knowledge roll.
Nope, I don't recognize Jack. And
Z-Teach?
Jack's right next to me.
Sveta, you can make a knowledge roll. too.
Yeah, I'm scrolling up.
Wow.
Wow. You needed at least a raise to figure out what this is.
I say that they are Sporgoth. They're interdimensional creatures that are evil.
Read that word again. There's no R.
Oh, Splugorth.
There you go.
And they have a marketplace somewhere on Earth. My father told me some from his travels, but that's all that he's told me.
I asked, God, of course, her name just flew out of my head. Satine. What kind of conversation were they having?
It was something about weapons and money and some kind of business. I don't know. I wasn't really listening. That thing kind of scared me to look at. So you can see that the first person kind of looks away from it mostly.
So, on the one side, we got the crazy Russian science project organization that wants to destroy the Earth and control it. On the other hand, we have a cyber enhanced warlord who's
Talking with aliens.
making deals with evil aliens. All of them are bad for Ukraine, but I don't know which one we tackle first.
Lotta says, do you want me to keep this going?
Yes.
It looks like there's a lot more to see.
Yep.
So that conversation goes on for a while, and she says, can I skip this? We can't hear anything.
Yep, unless any of you can read lips.
I don't read eyeballs. And of course Orloff has his back to you at the moment.
Oh, he does. Okay, well then that's fine. Yeah.
So it fast forwards. Orloff takes her into a side room, and it's not a bedroom. It's kind of almost like think about a Bedouin kind of thing with like silk curtains and cushions and whatnot, a comfy place where someone would lounge and people would fan them and eat figs, and we'll leave it there because this is a family show.
Yeah.
And Orloff sits and kind of makes a gesture, like go on kind of gesture. And he kind of sits there, and you can see maybe he's like listening or something. And Satine says, he made me sing to him. And then there's the part we're going to skip over. And she says, I didn't have a choice. It was awful.
Right.
No
one's judging you.
Then he takes her to a room behind the bedroom, or the whatever room, and it's kind of a plain thing, and there's three doors out. From his lounge room into this it's a 8x8 metal room. So he enters that door. There's two other doors. In there is one heavy cyborg, not even a face showing. So, I mean, this is a scary thing, you can tell. I mean, it's twice the size of a man creature. And there's a door to the right, and then a door straight ahead. The door straight ahead seems to be an elevator. And Orloff walks up to that, and he types 83195 into that panel. The elevator doors open. He gestures for her to get in. You see her get in. He kind of leans in, hits a button. There's only one button. Well, there's two buttons. He hits that button, and the doors close. There's no windows. She's hundreds of feet up, so it's a fast elevator, but you can see hundreds of feet happen, and it opens, and what she sees ahead of her kind of looks like the entrance to an underground, the exit to an underground parking area, basically. And she walks past two cyber individuals and walks up, and when she walks up, she's in the street.
All right, go back for a second. There were two buttons, and he hits one of them. Which one of them does he hit?
The bottom one.
The bottom one.
There's an up and a down button.
Ah.
An arrow down and an arrow up.
Got it. And can we tell what... Does she happen to look at any cross streets to tell where she is? Exactly when she comes out of that?
You don't see street signs. You could ask her.
Do you know where that was that you came out of?
Oh, everybody knows where that is. That's the only building in town that looks like that. That's Orloff's building.
Yeah, but specifically what street that is that you were on there?
It was the back of it.
Back street, back. All right. Okay. So I get a confab with Artur and Sveta and Zetich, and I think maybe that's a good point to pause.
Just a second. There's the name of the street.
Ah, thank you.
Um, and I'm sorry, say that again before good time to pause.
I get a confab with Z-Teach and Sveta and Artur to talk over options in a small circle for a minute.
So huddle up.
Yeah.
Why was Dr. Vrak there? The way he acted, it was like he worked there.
Yeah. It looks like he works through, from what Satine was saying, he works directly for Orlov.
Well, he wants my eyes.
Right.
Vrak wants my eyes. He wanted me to record something.
Oh, so Vrock wanted you. Oh. Oh.
So a clear distinction. He wants her eyes.
So that he can get the information we just saw.
Okay, so it's not like because she saw it, she has to get her eyes back for Orlov.
I'm assuming you're having this conversation out loud. I think that's why Orlov's men are looking for me.
Right. Orlov's men want the eyes back separately from Vrock. Vrock
Yes.
wants this information because he wants to use the codes in some way.
I think so.
And the
Voiceless.
are the only allowed cyber gang in the city, so more than likely they're working for Orlov to facilitate that.
They just want their money back, I think. I borrowed money from them so I could pay Vrak. I didn't know Vrak was setting me up. Vrak sent Verota to one of my performances and said if I could come up the money, and it wasn't that much money, that he would give me some cyber eyes. And then told me I would just have to do a little favor for him too.
And the
But he didn't say what it was.
The favor was go on a date with Orlov and record everything. Okay.
Truth.
So I believe we need to talk to Vrock and find out what his play is in this.
I don't know. He's dangerous.
So are we.
Okay. I think some of Orlov's men follow his orders.
That's possible. But unless we know what he wants to do with it, I mean, it could be the case that he's a good man doing bad things to try and get a good outcome, or it could be that he's a bad man doing bad things to get an even worse outcome. But until we know that, we can't deal with him or move forward. How much money do you owe these people?
For the eyes,
Yes.
12,000 credits. Marco stands up and says, if you let me take care of you, I can pay that. And she looks at him and she's, really? And he says, I am your biggest fan. Marco looks at you and says, somebody will need to take the money to him.
To the voiceless.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can do that.
I'll make sure it's on a stick for you to take to him.
We'll stop with the voiceless first, and then we'll deal with Vrock second. But perhaps we will. What time is it during the day now?
It's evening.
Yeah.
It's late.
Well, that would actually be the perfect time to catch them at the club.
Yeah. Do you want to stop here before you go back to the club?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. I
And then I think we are not playing next week because of the holidays,
Right.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. Okay.
In fact, I probably won't be able to play until January 5th. I'm going to be in Florida from Christmas to January 4th.
Okay.
Be careful and don't catch COVID.
Yep.
Yeah, don't do that.
My brother's making everyone, because his wife is pregnant. He's making everyone take COVID tests before we show up.
Good.
The problem with that is
Yeah.
that, that you can, let's say you catch COVID on the flight down,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
you, after the flight, get tested, you'll show up negative even though you have it, right? Because
Yes.
you're not.
Yeah.
So the
But we're-
only thing that would keep you from exposing his wife would be for you to fly down and to quarantine for 2 weeks and then
Yes.
spend time with them. Otherwise,
Yes.
anything else you do is pointless.
Yes. We're driving down.
Okay. Well, that's a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got people
And
driving.
lit every gas station pump on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And tips of credit 6.
Yes. Just the tips.
Just the tips. Give them what they
So.
want.
All right, guys. I
Awesome.
think Daniel's going to fall out on us.
Yeah.
All right.
A little bit.
Maybe
Thank
Chris
you.
too.
Yeah.
Everybody, as
Thank you all.
always, for watching. And if you'd like to support us, you can do so by clicking that follow or subscribe button on Twitch. Of course, you can also head to YouTube and find our stuff there. And if you do, please make sure that you hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell icon to be notified whenever we upload new content, which is generally Monday through Friday. Or you can head to patreon.com/Gamersledge, where you can get your name on every single show that we do, just like the fine folks that are scrolling across your screen right now. For John, for Chris, for Daniel, and myself, happy holidays. Enjoy the break that I think almost everybody's going to take. And until next time, game on.
Game on.
Game
And thanks,
on.
John.
Come on.
And thanks for running, John.
Thanks, John.
Yeah. Thank you guys.